And you're the only thing that puts it back together.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of The Walking Dead Season 1, The Ones Who Live. Rick and Michonne's huge mistake just changed the future of The Walking Dead, revealed. Rick and Michonne make a critical blunder during their escape attempt in The Ones Who Live, which could have serious consequences for The Walking Dead's future. Summary of the contents. In episode 5 of The Ones Who Live, Jaddy's foiled Rick and Michonne's escape attempt after they left proof behind. Jaddy's discovery of them compelled Rick and Michonne to return to the CRM, changing the direction of The Walking Dead's destiny. The couple's uncommon misstep may have significantly altered their journey, setting up an exciting ending. Let's begin. Rick and Michonne appeared to be on their way home in The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, but one critical error may have changed the franchise forever. Rick and Michonne ultimately reunited after many years, although they've had a lot of strife since then. The couple had been experiencing stress and indecision since episode 2, but the ending of episode 4 appeared to finally put them back on track. With the couple finally attempting to return home in episode 5, Rick and Michonne's situation appeared to be improving, but one major misstep might have ruined everything. Their desperation to return home is understandable given that they have officially fled the CRM, but Rick and Michonne were sloppy in their cover-up efforts. The characters had an almost infinite food supply after discovering a car full of noodles, but they left their wrappers behind to indicate which direction they had traveled. They also left a trail of dead walkers, including The Ones Who Live's stone zombie version. Rick and Michonne also encountered several survivors, whom they let live despite their dubious intents, all of whom came back to haunt them and change the franchise's future. Jaddy's was able to stop Rick and Michonne's escape by following their breadcrumbs. Jaddy's was able to stop Rick and Michonne's escape attempt thanks to the breadcrumbs they left behind. After Michonne pulled Rick out of a chopper, it crashed, and the CRM assumed everyone was killed. Jaddy's returned to the crash site, seeing that an automobile that had previously been there was no longer present. This began her search for them, and she discovered a trail of noodle packages and dead zombies that led her to their destination. If Rick and Michonne had been more practical, they might have found a different car that did not make their false death appear so suspect. Similarly, if they hadn't left a trail, Jaddy's would have never located them and would have had no way of knowing if they were still alive. As a result, Rick and Michonne would have probably made it home if not for their basic mistakes, which indirectly led to Jaddy's Walking Dead demise. Finding Rick and Michonne forced her to try to kill them, which ultimately cost Jaddy's her life. While her death removes one loose link, it also adds to the challenges that Rick and Michonne must address. Rick and Michonne's mistake seems strangely out of character. The Walking Dead typically depicts Rick and Michonne as two of the smartest survivors alive. Given how firmly Rick and Michonne have been portrayed on The Walking Dead over the years, their error seemed really startling. While neither character is perfect, they aren't the type of survivors who make mistakes, especially with the stakes so high. Rick has been overly emotional in the past, and Michonne can sometimes be too loyal for her own good, but these characteristics are typically channeled and used to overcome adversity. With The Ones Who Live demonstrating the CRM's dangers, Rick and Michonne's novice mistake appears out of character. Given the CRM's advanced technology, tracking Rick and Michonne's tires or placing a tag on Rick's phone would have looked more appropriate than the protagonists leaving behind food deliveries. They are two seasoned survivors who have always been shrewd and strategic, but they provided Jaddy's with an unusually easy method to discover them. Considering they were in such a hurry, taking the nearest car is understandable, but the other mistakes are unforgiving. Rick and Michonne had to be aware that the CRM may be after them, emphasizing how bizarre this oversight was. Thank you for watching.